Taurus, come on in. Come on in, Taurus. I want to wait till I see myself. There I am. Good morning, Taurus. Good morning. Taurus, we're back to the grind. We're back to the grind. Taurus, what we're going to do, we're going to do your oracles like we normally do. And we're going to get the degree like we've been doing. Okay, we're going to get down to the nitty gritty of this week. All right, so that means no stone left unturned for no one who is watching these videos. We're going to make sure we get some good messages for everyone that comes in, whether now or those who are going to be watching the video. Let's get into it. Let's see what comes out here for Taurus. Let's get it. Taurus. Good morning, beautiful people. Good morning. Taurus, let's see. All right, Taurus. Ow! Taurus, we talked about this. Don't run, don't run, don't run. I know what the car says. Don't run. You're like, oh my God, no. This is this week, y'all. Chill out. So usually with this card, I can always tell. And I'm going to clarify this with the tarot because I can tell you what body part this is. Some of you guys, we've been talking about this for such a long time with y'all health. And it's so small. A lot of y'all are healing from stuff. And I'm saying literally every time I said this came true. People are like, oh my God, that was so right. It wasn't nothing that y'all were dying over. It's something that you guys are going to have to pay attention to. You're not paying attention to something. You know, if you know, and some of y'all don't have insurance. So I get that. I get it. You know, I know some of us, and I haven't talked to anybody about that. So I don't want them to think like, oh, you said that. No, I've never talked to anybody about that. I've seen it in readings. Okay. So one thing that I can tell you though, that could be an issue or like the hindrance from you getting the type of care that you need. There are other alternatives, and I tell y'all that behind the scenes, right? Like if that case come about, I tell you what you could do. So just by the look of this, so for some of you, this is talking about your health, okay? And listen to what it says. It says your guides are trying to bring something to your attention about your health. Now here it is. There are signs of neglect, signs of abuse, signs of addictive habits. And this is going to be a dot, like I'm talking about red light, ding, 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 hello, gotta pay attention to this, okay, that your health needs improvement. You're gonna have to take time to figure out what it is that's going on with you because no, there's something going on. Here it says avoid bad influences. Try to, not be in as much stressful situations as you can. I believe that, most people cannot avoid stress. Like if life is kind of lifing, it's just hard for you to avoid that. All right. But it says your body, your mind deserves the best. And I agree. So yes, this week, it could be something as simple as you not getting enough sleep. Some of y'all are dehydrated. I can feel it. Some of you guys are having migraines. Some of you guys are having, this is a restless energy here. So again, you're not meditating, not grounded enough. You are a Taurus, so I don't know why you're not grounding. Every morning you should have this routine, okay? Now some of y'all are just calling me, you're calling, not calling, but you're trying to get a Zoom, you're calling me up only to get love readings. And this card came out specifically like, okay, now listen, like I get it. I get y'all are trying to just get love readings because you need to know. But there's other stuff that's going on here. You need to start getting serious. It's okay to know about love, but there's way other things that you guys need to be starting to focus on here. Okay? And I didn't say it. Your angel told you. Who you think brought that card out? I've been telling y'all in the tarot. I've been seeing it in the tarot. I'm like, hey, maybe you should pay attention to something. All right. The warning is good because that means there ain't nothing popped off yet. The warning is a good thing. Okay. The warning is a good thing. That means that you have time to correct something. Okay. It says stop Avoiding. That's what it's telling you. Stop avoiding. All right, let's keep going. So that's what y'all gonna be doing this week. Children, that's how I see it. Oh my God. You guys actually had divine counterpart. Get out of Dodge. We got to take this out. We can't put that back in the deck. Whoa. Now, this makes me feel like this has something to do with children or a court case. Exactly. You can't you can't love anybody else if you do not love yourself, babe. And everybody wants to avoid that one thing. Everybody wants to pretend like that's not true. Yes, it is true. This is true. If you love yourself, if a lot of people love themselves enough, they will be in relationships that are pretty decent because you attract your equal. You attract your equal. Have you ever noticed that men who go to the gym, they are in love also, they love women who also goes to the gym? Or you'll have men who say, and I'm just saying this, I'm using a TikTok example. So funny. I always see men who go to the gym talk about how they love women with really strong bodies. They think that that's just attractive. And, the women may say the same thing. They say the same thing, right? Because they are wanting their equal. But isn't it weird when you see somebody to say, I want somebody who's athletic and they're never in the gym and they're eating horribly and they're suffering from visceral fat? It's like, why would you even think that she would even be like, she's healthy and you don't really care about yourself like that? Spiritually, that's how it works. So when we're talking about you meeting your match, some of you guys are actually beautiful, but you are spiritually getting somebody who is like eating 5 quarter pounders a day. They can give a crap about themselves and they don't care about you unless it's what you're giving them. Okay. So this is where it means someone is meeting your match. So absolutely, yams. Who said that? Tip. Absolutely. Now going back here to innocent, every time I see that, and then you even had good health at the bottom of the deck. So that's why I said stop tripping. Okay. You guys already know, I know, because I've seen it in the readings before. Anyway. Here with innocent, I always look at that card and think automatically children. Okay. Now this could have something to do with a court case. Some of you guys, and innocent, I'm not thinking that it has anything to do with criminal, right? But it could be a family member or it could have something to do with just the judge basically is on your side. Okay. Anytime I see innocence, that's just what I see. But this is what the card says. Whomever is in question. The answer is clear. They are innocent. This is an omen of future circumstances involving conflict. Some mistakes are unintentional. Sometimes harm or damage is done unintentionally. Ooh, I didn't think that it was going to go there. So you know how sometimes you get offended by people or someone offends you? And it's like, now it can happen with you. You're like, oh my God, I didn't even mean it like that, right? So this is talking about misunderstandings. There's some misunderstandings that are going to happen and someone needs to know that it wasn't on purpose. So we're so quick to think that somebody's intentionally doing something because they don't like us or they're jealous or they're against us. And sometimes it's really not like that all the time. Sometimes truly some people just don't think that way. I actually had a family member who was telling me this yesterday. It was so funny. I was just like, oh girl, like, y'all be fine. Okay. Because I know I can go into both their energy and I know neither one of them was meaning anything. But that's what happens, right? So I'm saying that you guys could this week come across maybe a coworker, it could be a family member, it could be a lover, where something is said, may get blown out of proportion. So just be mindful of that. Now, this card did come out with divine counterpart. Now, this goes way further in the future than we wanted to. Way further. Because this is coming out saying that someone who's coming up in here, baby, they are clean, honey. They don't want no harm done to you. They are not out here trying to hurt you, none whatsoever. And you're going to know that. Okay? I love it. So it's one of those things where it's like, are you guys going to have misunderstandings, disagreements? Yeah. But there's someone here that's going to love you. And it says the person who this is, you're going to recognize who this person is immediately. It's not like you're going to be like, I wonder if this is who your ass was talking about. I wonder if this is what you're going to be like, ah, that's them. I want to read this good health so you guys will know what I was saying earlier. You've been working hard to take care of yourself. You've been working hard to take care of yourself, and it shows. You want to know why? Because we talked about this. So this week, moving into this week, what do we do? Because I'm doing this today. I'm going to go to Whole Foods. I haven't been to Whole Foods in forever. There's only certain places that I buy certain food at, right? You guys have to start planning. Okay? You got to start sticking. You got to start exercising. You got to start making doctor's appointments. You got to start doing stuff like that. Okay? Here it says, it shows that you've been taking care of yourself. This is what I was just talking about with that whole workout stuff, right? It says you are glowing and your body is thanking you for what? Your healthy habits. This is a positive step in the right direction. Keep consistent with your exercise, your routines, getting plenty of sleep, balancing out your schedule for play and relaxation. This card is coming out because y'all gonna be like, you know what? She right. She right. I want to get off this thing. I'm going to start planning my day. And I'm going to make sure that I do this, want to have this in place, want to do that. Please do. Please stay. Because we're all here. I'm going to be here tomorrow. I'm going to be here next day, right? So it's like we're going to be seeing if you're doing it or not. Okay? Let's go ahead. Let's keep going. This is for Taurus. This is for Taurus. Honey, that regret card came out and did not want to go back into the deck. Who's that showing up? The same person that's been showing up for the past 3 days? Having remorse? Completely different deck saying the same stuff, and it's coming out. And I want to see if it comes out, but it tried to and it went back in. All right. This is for Taurus. That's crazy. Y'all got somebody in y'all reading that's just in pain right now. Self-image. This week, y'all. This is all about you, really. I don't really see anything outside of you. They don't want y'all to focus on nothing else. You can't afford it. You cannot. It started with that poor health, and you cannot afford it. Y'all got habits that y'all gonna have to cut loose and let go of. Y'all got too many improvements that need to be done for me to be talking about somebody loving y'all like that. Now, it was all cute when we doing love readings and somebody was hurting because of you. Yeah, that's fine. But this week, it's like this needs to be centered on you. Now, here with self-image, it says, we are all imperfect. Okay? And you must keep this in mind or be mindful not to dim your light. Okay? Not to make yourself less than, or to listen to the people or words, because some of y'all have let those words that other people have said sink into your psyche, and you really don't believe that you're all of that in a bag of chips. You don't believe that you're worth anything. Because if we're saying self-image, it's like, how are you seeing yourself? So you see how, again, the health part is not just your physical body, but your mental? Like this week, you need to be focusing on you. You literally got the eclipse in your house. You got the eclipse in your house. You want to know one thing that I do? I was bragging about y'all to Virgos the other day, because out of a lot of and I always count like the signs that get the most readings within a month. And, Sagittarius on y'all neck. Okay, Sagittarius on y'all neck. But y'all have been the main ones getting it. And that was the opposite a year ago. So I do see that your efforts, I do see that you guys are trying. I do see that you're needing to know. But I can tell you a lot of people who are going to be watching this video have no idea where Taurus is in their chart, even though they're a sun. They have no idea. And that is important because you're the one who's going to get eclipsed. Why don't you know? All right? There's no reason for you not to. Here it says, you need to start loving your entire being, not part of it, not your ass, not your lips, not your wang, okay? Just because it's big butt, big wang, big lips, whatever, long hair. We're not talking about one aspect of you. We're talking about everything. You loving yourself. Because you can't say that you've been loving yourself when the first card talked about you've been neglecting yourself. But no, I'm not. I wash up every day. I comb my hair every day. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You know that I'm not talking about that. You know that there's other parts about yourself that you've been neglecting. Here, this eclipse is going to be a baptism. Because you know you had the best reading out of everybody, and you have to be prepared for it. Your divine counterpart came out. I couldn't even get to the ending part of the read, and your divine counterpart is like, let them know I'm coming. Let them know I'm on my way. Okay? Like your divine counterpart can't see you when you're sitting up here looking at yourself like you a slob. How can your divine counterpart see you when you don't even see yourself as being great? Come on, what are we talking about? And a lot of y'all like to pretend. We all done been there, but a lot of y'all like to pretend. There's a father energy here. This could be, usually when that card comes out, it could be your father. It could be someone that you're dating as a father. Maybe not. But it could also have something to do with your children's father. Okay. Meaning someone that you're dating as a father and ain't your kids, or your children's father if it's not your father. There's something about the father here, or the lack of fathering. And that could be another reason why there's a lack of self-love. Okay? Here with this Queen of Water, it says this represents a feminine energy who could be a water sign, okay? And they have deep emotions, deep feelings. They're very dreamy, and they're yearning for deep love, and they're very artistic, and they're very psychic, and they're very sensual. I would say that's all of y'all. I would say everything that I just described is you. I haven't came across not one Taurus who literally did not love deeply, even when they made mistakes. I have not come across no Taurus who was not close to being psychic. I told y'all 6 months ago, I'm like, everybody keeps talking about Pisces, but no one's talking about Taurus. Because out of all the Tauruses I've read for, y'all are the one who is the most intuitive. Y'all like to pretend like you're not. You like to pretend. You like to keep it cute and make it seem like you're just practical, all about your money, but you're really not. You're very spiritual. I'm not really sure, like I said before, what's going on with this whole father thing. You guys can let me know sometime this week when we do these readings. You can kind of let me know what that will be for you. I don't necessarily know. Not yet. Maybe it'll show up a little bit later in the reading. I don't know yet, but maybe it'll come out. Let's see. Stop playing with me. Taurus. Y'all heard me earlier when I said, literally, right? Y'all heard me earlier when I said that the regret card tried to come out. Y'all heard what I said there, right? I say it because I'm like, the way that the cards pop is not like a coincidence. It's never a coincidence. Okay? I definitely didn't expect that. Now, that goes back to what we talked about in the beginning part of the reading with innocence, right? Because remember, when we first start the reading, it's painting a picture. You just have to be patient enough because it's going to tell you. Whomever is in question, the answer is clear. They are innocent. They don't have to be. Okay, let me just throw that out there. Some mistakes are unintentional. Sometimes harm or damage is done unintentionally. Now, the innocent party is standing on your shoulders. So that means that the regret energy coming out once again, shows what we've been seeing for the past, couple of days. We had no oracle cards, basically. We had some later saying it, but we saw it in the tarot first. It's been coming out every day. That means that person is like, they didn't do nothing to me and I did everything to them. They are fully aware. Here it is again. Fully aware that you didn't do anything wrong. You or others around you are looking back at the past with new awareness. Regret is present. It is time to right the wrong. And I told you they were going to try to do that, did I not? It says here, they want and wipe the slate clean. They are going to offer apologies, explanations, asking for forgiveness. Mistakes were made with poor judgment. And it says, will you allow yourself or others to heal this? Now, this came out. I didn't expect to see that one. Forgiveness, emotional healing, a return of former connection is on its way. Ain't nothing you can do about it because it's gonna happen. Now, how you move is up to you. You can decide and say, well, you know what? I'm happy that I thank you so much for apologizing. I really appreciate that. I appreciate the fact that you understood your wrongs, but you ain't got to be like, okay, well, we can go out tomorrow. You ain't got to do all of that, but you will be faced with that. You will be faced with that. This is hitting, the eclipse is hitting your house, by the way. Some of y'all gonna be shocked with the fact that the person is even doing it. Some of y'all gonna be shocked. You're like, I would have never thought that person would have came back up in here and did that. I would have never thought that person would try to apologize. This is for Taurus. Y'all got a water sign heavy in your energy because here it is again. It showed up here. Let me read this one first. Because you see how we had poor health and then the other one, we had the good health, right? Vitality. Listen to what it says. No matter what you've been going through, you are healing. You are becoming energized again by living the force of spirit. You are the warrior. Your body has been going through a major transformation, and it is time to pay closer attention to your well-being. What you take inside of you harms or heals you. Choose wisely. Isn't that a completely different deck saying the same thing? You can't say spirit don't be warning y'all. Y'all can't say they don't warn you. You can't say they don't. I gave y'all the example of the astrologer that pretty much kind of teaches me. This was years ago, but it's an Indian astrologer because, baby, they're going to tell you the truth. And I'm telling you, that truth is scary because they do Vedic. They don't cut no corners. They'll be like, oh, yeah, most likely you probably will die within the next blah, 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 blah. They tell people that. Okay? But there's always warnings before it actually happened. And I gave you guys the example of his cousin. He literally was like, I saw my cousin's chart, told him he had to change his habits, his food habits, that type of stuff. He needed to change. He told him about 5 years ahead of time. His cousin collapsed and died on some steps of a heart attack. You can't say, spirit, do not try to warn you, because yes, they do. Okay, so here, I love this because here at the bottom, it literally says, this should also be an omen that others around you are going to help you and to help yourself, or that you are also in need of a healthy living lifestyle. But vitality is coming out because you're going to do it, because we saw good health. So we know you're going to take this seriously. We know you are. All right. Now, you got this card here that talks about conflict. Now, that goes with this card. Misunderstandings. There's an energy of conflict that is present. This could be in the shadows of the past that you haven't dealt with, something current that needs a resolution, or something coming that you will have to face. I just told you. You're not going to be able to avoid it. And I can't say specifically what that is because there's different Tauruses here with different charts. But you're going to be sharing the same things. That some of you guys are going to be faced with something that's been brewing for a very long time. And now you have to face the music. If you guys are in a relationship that you know there's been an issue, something brewing under the surface, this eclipse could cause that, can trigger that. Now you're bumping heads. Now something will happen. You end up single. This is the reason why Independence came out. You end up single. Obviously, I love talking to y'all because I was supposed to been past. I was supposed to get to the part that I'm about to get to. I was supposed to been past that part. Okay, I'm still talking to y'all, and I'm here. This is the part where we get to the degrees. If you do not know the degree of your sun, you should. You have no excuse not to know if you've been here on this channel. The cards that I am going to be pulling is going to be specifically for that degree for this week. Every Taurus, you will be faced with this. It's just this particular week, this is coming out for you and what you need to pay attention to. Okay? So for those who have a Taurus sun between 0 and 11, 0 and, because it's going to change every day, by the way, 0 and 11, this is going to be your card. Okay? Those who are 0 and 11, huge major arcana came out when I split the deck. Some of you guys are dealing with an Aries, and some of you guys are dealing with a Pisces. 0 to 11. What did you guys, what's up with y'all today? Woo, Queen of Pentacles. You guys got renewal. That's so crazy because that was the renewal was the first one for Virgo. They had the first degrees of Virgos, they were off the chain. Godly. They were off the chain. So if you got Virgo in your chart, that makes sense. That's the reason why. Man, this week, y'all are going to be very, very profitable with your money. Or there's going to be something that's going to start taking off. It's going to be something that you're going to be starting to do, okay? And when it comes down to finances, completely. Even with the Queen of Pentacles, it's an earth energy, right? So it's like we talked about the whole grounded energy. You focus on your body, you focus on your health, all of that. This looks so good for y'all this week. Here it says, the ability to make anything more beautiful this week. This is you, your home, maybe cleaning up, that type of stuff. It says a love of art and beauty. This is a Taurus energy to me this week. It's just like you're in your element. This week, you could also be dealing with a lot of family home things, family home themes. Okay, that could be happening this week. I do see that with this renewal, there's a lot of like reminiscing. Okay, reminiscing, because some of y'all are being faced with this person from the past or something about the past. You guys, that's what this is basically saying. It says that there's going to be clarity that's going to be coming for you, maybe a conversation or something like that this week is what I see. But I'm going to be honest with you. Y'all in y'all element this week. I think this is a really good sign to see. I feel like there could be someone that's a little bit more generous with you guys this week. Maybe even if it's just a generous word, a little bit more conversation. Maybe someone will help you this week or something like that. But this is really, really good. This is really good. Okay. Really awesome. That was 0 to 11 sun degrees. Now for the next one, this is going to be from 12 to 19. 12 to 19 Taurus suns. Let's see what's coming out here for you. 12 to 19 Taurus suns. You guys got 2. Let's see if I should take it. I am going to take it. Now, everything, like I said, I'm going to say the same thing I said with them. Everything that I say here applies to all Tauruses, but this is just what you guys are working on this week. 12 to 19 degree sun Taurus. Okay? Oh, before I say anything, I just want to let you guys know that I still have that sale going. Today's the last day I want to say it. And my goal is to book for the rest of the month because I started that sale on Friday. Y'all booked all the way till Saturday of next week. I appreciate that. And if you don't know what the sale is, it is a $30, and this will never happen again, by the way. That was just too much work. Maybe a little bit more, but no, that was just too much work. But it's $30 for 30 minutes. It's either love or financial reading and a little bit of astrology. Okay. My Cash App, PayPal, all of that stuff is down in the description, and my email is there. The only thing you have to do is send your payment and email me, and I will put you on the books. As of right now, I am on Saturday of next week. That's how fast y'all booked. Okay, so I appreciate it. But if you guys are still interested in that, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, after today, I will not be saying it again. Not until like the next sale. Okay. But I just want to say thank you. I appreciate you. 12 to 19 degree Taurus. You guys came out as yourself too. Crazy, by the way, because this could be likened to the queen of the Empress because the bunny was there. That's the reason why I said it. This could be you. I literally said it. I was like, well, technically, this could be you because the bunny is there. It's a queen of pentacles. It could be any earth sign, but it was like that bunny is there, so it can be them. Can be, right? You are also here in your element, Taurus suns between 12 to 19 degrees, which is really good, but your reading is a little bit different from theirs. They had renewal and reminiscing and getting back on track, family and home, trying to be more, cozy within family, trying to, beautify their home, beautify themselves, that type of stuff. With you, though, you need a little tender loving care. Yeah, you're in your element, but you're not feeling like an empress. It doesn't matter, male or female. You're not. No. You had at the bottom of the deck the 10 of Swords. So it's telling me the reason why the Empress card is coming out for you, because this is more so of a nurturing element. And here you see how she's holding that the little unicorn, because you're so different, you're so special, and not different and special like, oh, you're so special, oh my God, you're a cutie, little special, little so-and-so, go behind your back talking about you, no, not like that. You have to see within yourself that you're special, which is what we saw with the self-image. You have to see that you are special and that someone is going to actually see that within you. But yours this week is to focus on you nurturing yourself. So I would say for you, a lot of the reading has something to do with you more than anything. It was everybody, but for you, that message was really for you. Too much pain. Here with the Ten of Swords, it says that, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing that's a Ten of Swords with this reading though, but it is how you're feeling about all the challenges that you've experienced. Because here it says the end of a situation that brings relief from sadness. You're getting relief from sadness or depression, pain, or both. It says the opportunity for new happinesses is on its way. A weight is going to be off your shoulder. The end of an addiction. And a melancholic reaction. I mean, what is this? Melodramatic reaction. Now, you also had the extra card that came out with it. Here for you, no matter what you are feeling, I love the fact that you are still in expectation of what's to come. Taurus, pop off. We can, like, I'm telling you, the spirit is reading you down. This is so good. You've been patient. You really have. But a part of that Empress card is saying in the future of where you're going to be in this very comfortable position, feeling very empowered. And all of y'all have gotten it. So if you have two cards that's in the position of y'all standing in y'all position of power, the third deck, and it doesn't matter at this point because y'all are going to experience it because it came out twice. Your money is going to be on point. You're going to feel valuable. You're going to love yourself. You're going to love yourself. People are going to love you because they're not going to have into this reading. Over and done. So I would say even for y'all, y'all are heavily on point here. Now, we're going to go ahead and get the last set of sun signs. This is going to be for Taurus suns between 20 and 29. Now, I want to tell you the same way I told Virgos. You guys have been experiencing this Uranus more than anybody over the last few years. Okay? And when I tell you, seriously, you don't know your head from your tail, that's exactly what Uranus is saying. You don't know your head from your tail. And something that is even more interesting, you of all people are about to get eclipsed. Uranus is still sitting at 27 degrees. Your sun is sitting right there. So this is extremely important for you. Okay? So let's go ahead and see what's happening here with Taurus between the sun signs of 20 and 29 degrees. You guys got High Priestess and you have the Lovers. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. There's about to be if y'all in a relationship with somebody, if y'all in a relationship, or if it's been something dealing with your connections to people, honey, something's about to happen within this month. Whether that's a good thing or bad, because right now I don't know, because it's going to be different. I'm telling you, it's going to be different because you got the Lovers on one end, you got the High Priestess on the other. Let me tell you, though, what this looks like. If you guys have been suffering financially, I don't know why I believe this eclipse is going to bring in some money for you. Ooh, let's fingers crossed. Eee! I'm really hoping so. I really hope so. Now, this could be, again, I mean, technically, this is tax season, so it depends on how many kids you got, right? It depends on how many kids you got. And truly, this could be your just your taxes, because we know people who be getting $15,000 with the taxes back. Now, and so it could be taxes for y'all. Okay? It could definitely be. But I see some money. Now, it doesn't have to happen this week because we already know eclipses can actually stretch out for like a month. From what I've known, eclipse energy is going to happen either 2 weeks before or 2 weeks after. Okay? So I do believe that this is some type of money that you guys are going to be getting. Now, I'm also seeing here for y'all, y'all are by yourself, or you feel by yourself, you feel lonely. It's just weird. It's almost like you feel awkward being around people. It's like you work, but at the same time, it makes sense the reason why there's this this restlessness that you feel. But here it's saying this is going to be time for you to turn inward, because for y'all definitely about to experience this change. I'm going to pull another one for you. But when it comes to Lovers, and somebody said we always got some shit. No, this is not a bad thing. This is really not a bad thing. It's something dealing with love, yes. because this could be the person who's going to end up coming back. Because we saw that when we did the general portion of the reading. For you, I don't know. That can end up being y'all. Because remember, I said reconciliation, not everybody going to experience that. But let's be for real here. You guys had the Lover's card with the High Priestess. If you haven't talked to nobody, it looks like they're going to try to enter back into your life anyway. Within March some way. Because again, the eclipse energy is what I'm using. So, but y'all going to be faced with somebody, some past lover, if they have not come back already. You're going to be experiencing that. Here it says, embrace true love, deep, intimate friendships, make choices from the heart. It says vibrant health or recover from an illness. What made y'all think that this was bad? I told you it's not bad. Even if you have to leave someone, that's not a bad thing because it's trying to project you into the future. That's not a bad thing. It literally just gave you vibrant health. We just had the card that just says vitality. There's nothing here that's bad. It's on its way out. Uranus is on its way out of your sign. Every last Taurus is going to be experiencing this. Intimate lovers, friendships, that kind of thing. Everyone. I want to do this last one. I'm going to do one more for y'all. Ooh. There's that message. There's that Emperor. Didn't I say Pisces? Wait. Hold on. Didn't I say I saw Pisces in Aries when I first started to pull? I told you. I told you. And you got Scorpio at the bottom of the deck. Ooh, Taurus. All Tauruses. All Tauruses. That's what I was pulling for, by the way. All Tauruses. All Tauruses. A significant life experience that is going to be I'll say this way. It is a deep transformation that none of you guys can avoid. None. Nothing you could do. Nothing. It is breaking you free from something, whether that is a single life, whether it is money issues, a bad marriage, a bad relationship, old belief systems. That's going bye-bye. Here it says, this is a new emotional experience for you, emotional for many things, not just for love. This is a new emotional experience. Here it also talks about romantic encounters, social invitations or events, heightened psychic abilities. There it is again. I told you, y'all are psychic. I told y'all. I keep telling y'all, it always comes out for y'all like that. And this is why I be like, y'all, why y'all pretending that y'all don't know stuff? Y'all just be playing it off like, stop it. I'm going to see it. Here with the Emperor, it talks about structure and discipline. You can't say that the universe don't have your back for real with this reading. You have 2 more months of Uranus. 2. That eclipse is hitting Uranus because it's taking Uranus out of your sun sign. A lot of y'all don't even know what house that's in. So you have no idea what this means for you. And I want to tell you how serious this is because I don't tell y'all my life business, right? But I already knew certain things were going to occur because I do this for a living, right? So I know certain things about my life, especially if I read for my family. I had some crazy news yesterday, very sad. One of my sisters is a Taurus. She was affected by that news as well. Okay? It was very freeing though. You talk about bittersweet, I'm talking about bittersweet. Very sad. But a bittersweet. So when it comes to this particular situation, that's exactly what we're saying. You have no idea what that is hitting, and it is going to affect you. This is not going to be one of those eclipses that don't affect you. It doesn't happen, not with Uranus. It doesn't happen that way. Okay, so you probably should know that. Taurus, I love you guys. I love you. Thank you so much, Naomi, for coming in, by the way. Thank you so much. I will see you guys back here tomorrow. Again, go back and listen to the information about that sale if you guys are interested in that. All right, I love you guys. Have a good Sunday. Bye.